All right, folks. I hope this is working. Let's give a minute or two for folks to kind of gather back here. But I believe I have a new stream up. It should be working, hopefully. And yeah, we're gonna hope for that. I'm gonna also post. Hold on. Can you see it on your end, Oleg?
Yeah, I'm already in the stream. I can already see your screen is, if not mistaken, on the Jaguar Assault Infantry.
Yes, that is true. Okay. Alright, well, we'll wait a little bit while folks trickle back in. Okay. Actually, in the meantime, here I can start copy pasting participants into this wheel of name. So. Hey, folks. Thanks for trickling back in. We're just trying to. We're just waiting a little bit for everybody who was on the last last stream to trickle back in. I'm not really sure what happened. My OBS crashed, which is very sad, but we're back now with a slightly different stream. So let's give it a minute or two for folks to trickle back in. In the meantime, I'm gonna fill out this wheel, which I should have done earlier. Again, for folks who are trickling back in, thank you for joining me. Apologies for the technical issues. We were in the middle of talking about teams and stuff, but I'm just gonna give a minute or two for the folks who are potentially missing to trickle back in over time while I finish this wheel.
One question. Latinka is asking me if it's available to put subtitles in Spanish.
That is a good question. Okay. How do I do that? Let's. I don't know how to do. Sorry, Inca. I'm not sure how to. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how to do this. I will look into it afterwards for future streams. Yeah, apologies. I'm not entirely sure how to do this. To add subtitles, but I will look into it later. Apologies about that. Okay, alright, so, Oleg, do you feel like it's time to get started once again?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so we were in the middle of looking at Jaguar Assault Infantry. Basically, I was saying I'm super excited to take a look at how this team is doing. What about you, Oleg? What do you think about this team?
Yeah, I mean, this team is actually really funny because actually this is a team that, for example, Old Dirty, the Forkman, these people have been playing a lot, like for the past 2 years here. And actually, a lot of people will say, oh, these guys are newbies, but funny enough, Old Dirty, when he actually wants to play good, same with Forkman, they can actually pull up some like really weird strats, like especially when they rush together. And, for maybe some teams that are not, used to getting rushed really fast, this could be definitely a team that can correct them, if you know what I mean.
Definitely, and I'm really excited to see what they have. So best of luck to Jaguar Assault Infantry. Again, shout out to Old Dirty, and I like the name, very fun. All right, okay, next team we've got Lat Legioneros. So this team is Burning Sword, Thor, Raviesa, Doko, and Kike, I think. I forget how that's pronounced. I apologize if that's not
Yeah,
correct
Kike.
pronunciation. DK, all right, awesome. Very excited to see some of these names. I've seen some of them before, and some of them I haven't. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this team plays out. What do you feel like? Oh, like
This is probably one of the best lat teams, you know, for the tournament, because you know Tor is actually a really good player. He's actually, not a lot of the people know this, but he's actually the first person that introduced me to play in lat and to the game.
oh
Funny
wow,
enough, 5 years ago,
that's crazy.
lat Tor. So you know he's a player that I respect a lot, in the sense that you know he's a really nice guy. He pretty much opened me kind of like the lobbies, you know, for me to actually, you know, learn and improve. So thanks to him. Doko, of course, another person that I know from a long time from Standard. I used to play with him when I was like a newbie with him, Blast, Tor, you know. So yeah, and Kiki, of course, one of my friends here in the AL clan. You know, AL doesn't, I don't think it exists anymore, but he used to play with those guys, you know, Alucard, Ugo. So
Yep.
he's also like a known player pretty much. And also, they actually adding another player that, you know, they also messaged me like last minute, Mr. Blast. You know, Blast is also like a really known Nomad player.
Yes, yes.
So it's going to be a really nice add up for their team, for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. And I'm loving the clan representation here, the Lat clan. And I really like your name as well. I think it's very cool. So best of luck to Lat Legionnaires. Good luck in the tournament. Alrighty. Next we have another Lat team, Lat Z. This is Inca, Demon, Tiger, and El Restaurador. My Spanish pronunciation is really bad. I apologize. This is a team of players. Some of them I've seen before, some of them I haven't. But I'm very excited to see them play. Another Lat team. It's very exciting having two teams from the same clan. You know, I'm curious also for AS, like, will these teams ever face off against each other in the match, and how will it go? I'm really excited to see how that goes. How do you know anything about these players, Oleg?
Yeah, I mean, of course, Lat Inca is the leader of the Lat clan. You know, he also is one of the players that I respect a lot, because you know he pretty much has the WhatsApp group. You know, he invited everyone. He's really nice. Actually, Lat group is one of the places where I actually learn a lot of the information. You know, because every lat member is pretty much there, so you can always ask questions. You know, they're really nice about it. And all these players, Lat Inca, Demon, Tiger, Restaurador, I don't really know him that much in the sense of Nomad, because I'm pretty sure he plays Standard more.
Mm-hmm.
But Inca, Demon, and Tiger are actually really old players. They actually been participating since Nomadium 1. And these guys are pretty much like the OGs. Like, you know, you have Old Dirty like an OG. These guys are also OGs,
Yeah,
but from Latin America.
these guys are veterans. I'm really excited to see them play. I think it'll be a great time. And again, you know, best of luck to Lat Z. Thank you guys for bringing two teams. It'll be so much fun to see how it'll go.
Yeah, for sure.
Next team is this? How do you pronounce this team? I always pronounce it as MZ in my head, but
yeah, so it's pretty much if you the M from Meows and the Z from AZ, because it's pretty much they mixed the two clans together.
I see. Okay, I'm just gonna call it MZ because that's what I read it as. This is a team of Bob, Young One, Wujin, Mentalist, and Dragoneo. I've seen a lot of these players in various different teams, and there are a lot of really experienced and really excellent players on the team. I think, if I remember correctly, I've definitely remembered seeing Young One and Dragoneo destroy like public games and hard. So I'm really excited to see this team. Oleg, do you have any insights on this team?
Yeah, so one of the insights I will actually say is that when they created the clan together, because before this they were named Meows, you know, like the last tournament.
Right.
Mentalies talked to Bob, and they were pretty much fighting for the clan tag, because Mentally said that he didn't want to have Meows, he wanted to have at least the Z, you know, from their clan, from the AC clan.
Right.
So it was a really funny like drama they had, but you know they fixed it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And another thing is that I want to say that they also had another player added. It's just they couldn't add him. It was Momo. So Momo's
Oh,
also gonna
gotcha.
be in this team.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And this team is actually another top contender for the tournament. I mean, they have really good players. I mean, they have Jongwon, which is definitely an OG from OGs. I think he used to be at least one of the best nomaders back then. I remember like 2019, 2020 when I
Yep.
started playing. Wujing also a really old player. I mean, Wujing and Momo actually beat me on Sermon in the last standard team tournament. I think it was named MOR. I think it was the name of the tournament. Mentalist has also been playing a lot. You know, he's also a really good player. The only thing here is that if Mentalist is gonna be like pinning a lot because he can be, you know, he can be a bit annoying. You know, if he gets tilted. So let's see if they can control his, you know, his emotions in the games. And Dragon
Definitely.
Neo, of course. I mean, for me, Dragon Neo, you know, he's definitely one of the, if not one of the best players, definitely one or the best teacher out there for any newcomers or even for pros. I mean, imagine this guy still teaches me how to play the game, bro,
Yeah.
at my level. So you know, he's definitely someone to look out for.
Definitely. I'm really looking forward to these players play. It should be a ton of fun. And I also look forward to looking at this name again and being like, how do I pronounce this? So best of luck, Team MZ. Good luck in the tournament. Alrighty. Next team we've got Team OG. This is Hockey Star, Smoker, Kage, Rochi, and Jatin, question mark. Not entirely sure if Jatin's supposed to be on this team or the other team, but you know how it is. These are some familiar players here. Smoker, one of the more interesting personalities in our community. So thank you guys for signing up, and I'm excited to see how they play. I think you know, this is one of those teams that's always kind of fun to watch. You know, you never really know what to expect.
Yeah, I mean, this team. I mean, so just to clarify, Jatin is like the real one. It's not in this team, okay? So that Jatin is just like for troll reasons. The real one is on the Pro List team. And here, I mean, of course, this team is kind of tricky actually, because Hockey Star, Cage, and Rochi, they're all full-time standard players, and they're actually really good at standard as well. But you know, I have never seen them play Nomad. Like maybe Cage a couple times, Roach a couple times. You know, Smoker of course plays Nomad, but Smoker is like kind of funny. He's a funny guy because I don't know. I feel like he's like a big troll, so I don't really know what's gonna happen in this team. But let's see what happens. I mean, they definitely have good players here. Hockey Star, Cage, Roach all have been always amazing on the standard tournaments. You know, they at least make playoffs all the time.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can. If Smoker is gonna be like the ace card, or is this gonna be pretty much the dead weight here for them? Let's see.
We'll see. I wish them best of luck. You know, I'm excited to see how it plays out. Good luck. Great. Next team is Team Rage. All caps. This is Mage, Croissant, Nuts, Web, and Regrets. These are some players that some of them I played with. I've seen a lot of them play, you know, and improve over time. And this is one of those teams I'm really looking forward to seeing how they play now. You know, and what they've learned over time, and how they've gotten better, and like the information and tactics they may have picked up. I remember a while back, like some of these players were kind of like just starting out, and now you know, it's really exciting to players join in for this kind of tournament. Well, look, I have a question for you. Is this Mage, Emerald Mage, the tournament organizer?
Yeah. This is Emerald Mage. Yep.
Awesome. All right, so Emerald Mage, big shout out, one of the tournament organizers. Thank you again. So I'm excited to see their team. I think it'll be really fun to watch. What do you think, Oleg?
Yeah, I mean, we actually did like a small kind of like show match. Not even a show match, just like a tournament practice last weekend with Mage, Nuts, James Webb, and Regrets, and Croissant actually as well. And I said it on the stream. I'm actually really like surprised by like the teamwork they actually show in those games. Because normally, like, you know, for me, these guys are like Croissant, for instance. I don't really think he's that good, but he actually did really well on the practice games when we play together and against each other. And Knott's actually a really improved player, I have to say. I'm actually surprised he actually is a really good player now, in my opinion. James Webb also, you know, been improving a lot. He actually been practicing, and he's actually I actually look forward to see these guys play. Of course, Regrets, you know, from One Man Army clan, also really strong player. Emerald Mage, also actually a lot of improvement in this guy. I think like maybe like 2 years ago, actually, I used to call this guy like a big newbie, but he actually did improve a lot. So I actually want to see this team going to playoffs. I won't be surprised at all. And also a shout out to Red Wizard, who's also going to be the sixth player here on this team. Mage asked me to add him. So yeah, it's going to be pretty much the Wizards here, man. It's going to be nice.
Yeah, definitely. Best of luck to Team Rage. Alrighty, we're coming up with the last couple teams. Here's team 2 or T2H. This is DXB, JJR, Dark Knight, and TBD. I'm not gonna lie, I think I've seen DXB play, but I don't really know these players. Oleg, what do you much experience with these players?
Yeah. So DXB is it's actually, I think he played with Jatin at some Nomad tournament. I'm not really sure, but they used to have the same clan tag. I remember. I think it was White Lotus or something like that. He's actually like a high inter player, like low pro player. He's really good. Like he has good like boom. You know, he has good aggression as well. He has a lot of knowledge of the game. He's definitely a good player there. JAR is actually there was a guy named Antonio times 3, I think, like a couple of years ago. This is him pretty much. He's also like a really aggressive player. He actually also improved. All of these people have improved a lot actually in the past 2 years or a year. So, and of course Dark Knight. Dark Knight used to play with Phil Sperdo actually. I don't know if you remember, with the AMM crew.
Yep.
So he's definitely he's always been there. He used to be also in the BOG or BOG clan, like the old timer clan from I think from GameSpy times.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's also really good. I mean, this is a really good team as well. And TBD is pretty much, I changed that because Loop was in this roster, but he said he wasn't playing, so I just changed it to TBD, which means to be decided. So pretty much right now they have 3 players.
Gotcha. Alrighty, well, I'm sure they'll be in contact with the tournament organizers soon to try and get their 4th player in there. Best of luck to Team T2H. Alrighty, second to last team, we've got Team 49. This is HNZ 88, Bergenod, Garhikon, Dick, and Hungry. HNZ, I believe, is one of the people who I actually haven't seen a ton in game, but really helps out run the community and helps out with Discord and community live there. So thank you so much, HNZ. I would love to play in a game with you if you ever have the time, because I've never met, but I always see your messages. The other players, like, what do you feel? I've seen some of these players before. Yeah.
Yeah, so of course HNC, like the old-time Discord moderator of Rise of Nations, so we all know him. We never play with him, but we know he's there. Borger, Not, and Gargikan. I actually don't know who these people are. Maybe they're like CPP guys that play with HNC. I'm guessing. No, I'm not really sure. But for instance, Sick I know Sick. I think he's from Russia. He's like a standard player, a Nomad player as well. He's actually not that bad. He actually is always watching the streams. He's probably watching the stream right now. And then Hungry Monkey is Sonny. His name is Sonny. He also used to play with Phil Sperdo and those guys. So yeah, it should be a nice team. Should be a nice team here.
Definitely, I'm looking forward to see them play. And wish them Team 49 the best of luck in the tournament. Alrighty, last team, last but not least, we've got TYNP. This is Oleg, Surge, and Sun. Doesn't look like I have a 4th person here so far. Hopefully they'll be in contact with the tournament organizers about that, because we would love to see a lot of 4v4s. How do you feel about this team?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to feel. I mean, it's my team, so it's it's me, Surge, Sun. So let's see if we can. I mean, I guess we're top contender, so let's see if we can win the tournament. I mean, that's the idea.
Yeah, best of luck.
Let's see how it goes.
If you're willing to share, and no pressure if you don't want to, if you're willing to share, are you still looking for a 4th player or no?
I mean, so we had this. So for everyone watching the stream, I did talk with Sylvan about this on the organizer team, because the whole idea of the tournament was to play 4v4s as much as possible. But for instance, I see that like we couldn't get a 4th player pretty much that we actually want to play with. So we pretty much did the exception that pretty much for my team, and then the teams are like I have like 3 people. If they want to play with 3 people, it's fine, because the tournament says 4v4 or 3v3. So in this case, pretty much I think we're fine. It's just like if someone's unavailable, so we pretty much just have to forfeit because we don't have a 4 player. But other than that, yeah, I mean it's the 3 of us.
Yeah,
Not much to say about that.
and oh, look, to be honest, I haven't seen you play that much. Like, I think it's just we haven't played that much in the same lobbies, and also I haven't played that much in the last a couple of years. But I've seen Surge and Sun definitely play, and they're extremely good players. So I'm looking forward to this team, and best of luck to you, Oleg, as well as the rest of TYNP.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Alrighty, so
One thing, if I could add, please. They were saying in the chat, I just checked on the tournament that they still wanted to register 1 or 2 teams. I saw on the tournament there was 1 pending registration. So I was just gonna ask you if it's up to you guys, if you guys also for the people watching, because you know this is pretty much deadline. We already had the deadline going. If we're gonna put those guys, you know, as maybe like a 17 or 18 place, or are we just gonna pretty much, you know, out of the tournament, whatever you guys decide.
Yeah, that is a good question. I you know you know, obviously we're looking for as many people to participate as possible. I think it'd be really great to get a lot of different teams. But it does. I wonder what happens. I'm not 100% sure how like tournament deals with a 17th player in like kind of this bracket. You know, ultimately, I am ASE the pair. I am a caster. That's what I do. So it's really up to you, Oleg. I think you have the final call. If folks in chat want to give their opinion, we would be happy to hear it. But yeah, well, I mean, like, how are you feeling? I guess I'm not really sure what I would do in this situation.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a hard call because of course we want everyone to participate, but you know it kind of messes up with the whole bracket that we had already done previously. But I will do this because you know maybe you know they still registered, so they you know I can see they want to play. You know maybe sometimes it's kind of hard to schedule with people. You know different countries. You know, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave it like this right now, and I'm gonna message Sylvan and everyone else in the organizer team if they're okay with adding you know 1 more team, and then they can pretty much you know we can add them to like another bracket, or let's see you know or just find something out, but we will have it as pending if you guys are okay with that.
Okay, that sounds good. We'll try to get back as soon as we can with that. So that for that reason, we're actually going to delay the draft today. Unfortunately, folks, sorry about that. We are going to delay the draft. We might have a slight delay as well in when the games are due. Be assured that you'll have a full week to play your game, play that first round. But we'll discuss among the tournament organizers about the 17th team. Obviously, we really want everybody to play if it's possible, but in some cases it may not. So we'll definitely figure that out. For now, though, that will about wrap up today's stream. Thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. For those of you who are watching this later on, we really appreciate it. Again, I really appreciate everybody who's donated to the tournament thus far, everybody who's signed up for the tournament, as well as the organizers of the tournament. Big shout out to Oleg, of course. Thank you, Oleg, who is here, as well as Sylvan, Proles, Faith, and Emerald Mage. Thank you, everybody, for putting this together. The Rise Nations community, we wouldn't have this tournament without you guys putting it together, so we really appreciate it. And for the teams who are participating in Nomadium 4, be on the lookout in the next couple days. We will have the true draft once we decide on the situation with the 17th team. If you have any issues with your registration or anything like that, please contact the tournament organizers. And best of luck to all of your teams. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, I'm ASE the pair. And any parting words, Oleg?
Well, I mean, I was also confused because I thought we were going to do a draft for today.
Oh, sorry.
So I was just, yeah.
I mean, I was under the impression because the team is being added, right? Like if we are adding the team, then we wouldn't do the draft today, right?
I think let's do the draft because that's kind of like everyone wants to see right now.
Okay, all right, we're doing the draft. Okay,
and then we will figure out the other team like in the next days. You know, it's not like it's we can just do the draft right now. Just have every team just already scheduling their games, and then we figure out the other team that's remaining if we put it in the tournament or not. I'll say
Gotcha,
that's
gotcha.
the
Okay,
call.
cool. All right, so in that case, let's go ahead and do that. Just give me a second. I need to set up one thing. Oh. Alright, okay, I'm just gonna get this set up, so... Well, like, do you know how to, on Tournament, do you know how to, like, update the thing?
Um,
I'm trying to,
we
like,
can
manually do it, but
let me see because
Okay.
this is the first time I use this website.
Yeah, you're good.
But let me see.
Yeah, it's been a hot second since I've used it. Give us 1 second, folks. We're just trying to, I want to do this live, so, I want to be able to do the...
Let me see.
Okay, maybe I need to check in. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
that.
maybe checking all the participants, I'm guessing.
Yeah, okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna try and check in everybody. Apologies, folks, we're doing checked in. Okay, I found it. All right, amazing. Okay, so we are now going to do the draft portion. So I have the 16 teams' names here. Basically, what we're gonna do is, so in the tournaments, so you can see there's seed 1, 16. Do you see that, right? These normally you would do it based on like placement and stuff, but we're gonna do it randomly to make it fair. So, I'm just going to spin this wheel 16 times. Seed 1 will be the first name, seed 2 will be the second name, and so on and so forth. And I'll try to fill this out as we go along. Does that seem reasonable to you, Alec?
Yeah, go for it.
Alrighty. So, let's see seed number 1. Oh, wow. Okay, so, seed number 1, Elite. Alrighty. Okay. Remove. Okay, let's see seed number 2. All right, we have Lat Legioneros for seed number 2. Seed number 3. AS Phoenix. Seed number 4. OG. Team number 5. E2H. Team number 6. EYNP. Team number 7. IND. Oh, just kidding. Invited. Sorry. I didn't realize it spun over. Team invited. All right. Team number 8. Lat Z. Alrighty, so those are the first 8 teams. These teams won't play against each other. Let's see. Team number 9. This is team number 9. This is the team that's going to be playing against Lat Z. Alrighty, it's looking like Team 49 against Team Lat Z. Let's look at seed number 8. They're going to be playing against Invited. Alright, this is AS Gladiators, so it's going to be Invited versus AS Gladiators. Seat number 11, that is going to be playing against TYNP. This is going to be ATL United against TYNP. All right, team number 12 that's going to be playing against T2H. All right, looks like they're going to be playing against MZ. That's going to be T2H against MZ. Team number 13 that's playing against OG. Jaguar Assault Infantry. So that's going to be OG versus Jaguar Assault Infantry. Only a couple teams left here. This is team number 14 against AS Phoenix. Alright, so Team IND is going to be playing against AS Phoenix. Last two teams, so seed number 15 is going to be playing against Lat Legionnaires. That's going to be Team Rage, going to be playing against Lat Legionnaires. And then finally, team number 16, that's going to be playing against Elite. Spinning it just for fun. That's going to be Alia Iacta Est. Alrighty. There we go. So there we have it, folks. Let's take a look at the matches now. I filled them in here. So, these are the winners bracket round 1. These are the matches. So Elite versus Alia Iacta Est, Lat Z, Team 49 versus Lat Z, OG versus Jaguar Assault Infantry, T2H versus MZ, Lat Legionnaires versus Rage, Invited versus AS Gladiators, AS Phoenix versus IND, and then TYNP versus ATL_United. Alright, so those are our first round matches. I wish all of these teams the best of luck. Please follow all the rules. Remember, there's a ban, and I believe you start the very first games of this round will be on Sahara. So the first map of the game is Sahara, and then afterwards the losing teams choose. So best of luck to all these teams. Oleg, do you have any quick comments before? Do we need to do anything else? I'm not really sure.
No, I think it's really good. I mean, just get good luck to everyone that participates in the tournament. Thank you for joining us, of course, in the stream. In the tournament, and let's just have a fun, competitive tournament. I mean, we've been waiting for Nomadium for like I think 2 years already. It's been since the last Nomadium, and so let's have it. Let's make it. Let's make this one the best Nomadium. Out of all the other Nomadiums. So let's try our best. Let's do everything possible to make it the best tournament. So yeah, I mean, good luck to everyone, and don't forget to schedule your games this week, so we can start, the first games or the first matches rather for at the latest this weekend. So yeah, that's all I'll have to say.
Yeah, definitely. So again, please send in your replays by the latest Sunday evening. If you're finished ahead of time, please send them in. Again, both the winning team and the losing team need to send in replays. All the information is in the rules section of the tournament. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I really wish all the teams the best of luck, and this should be really exciting. I'm excited to cast again, and I'm excited to watch some great Rise of Nations play. Alrighty. Thank you so much for joining me, Oleg. This is a really great experience, and I will see many of you on stream later on. Hopefully in chat and in game when we get the first games in. So best of luck to all the participants. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you guys.